Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about this whole Adobe thing because, as an artist, amateur artist, mind you, I know there are artists who use Adobe, which for me, I don't use Adobe. Y'all already know I just only use Procreate. It's the only reason why I bought an Apple iPad because being in school, the Adobe collection was expensive, and when you're a college person, and your classes require you to get Adobe, and you're just like, who the fuck about to drop that kind of money? $500, $600 there? That's a console, baby. That's a bill. Ooh. And when we was in school, we figured out ways of getting crack codes or whatever to use it because our teachers required us to use Adobe Collection for certain projects that we were due, right? So after that experience of being in school, struggling with Adobe, having to come up to school to use the programs because, sometimes they didn't want to download on a computer, the crack stuff, you know what I mean? Or something happened when I did try to buy the collection and didn't want to go through or whatever, or some kind of error happened. It just was a mess for me personally. So my experience with Adobe has always been bullshit. And when I was in high school and in college, I would come up to school to do all my projects because Adobe was there. And luckily, there would be times where people weren't using classes, so I was able to use 2 to 3 desks to work on my projects for classes or whatever that required me to use Adobe. You get what I'm saying? Like, Adobe was something else. But that's just my take on Adobe, honestly. I really thought Adobe was just always expensive. But honestly, at this point, from what I'm seeing, I'd rather pay like the $400 just so that you can have it forever than to pay a monthly fee. And I already knew I wasn't going to pay a monthly fee because I remember that started where they I did finally get Adobe Collection on my computer, and then I guess I didn't realize, because when I brought my computer, I brought this thing they gave me, Adobe Collection, Microsoft or whatever and stuff like that. But I didn't realize after years, after maybe 3 years or whatever into it, it was a subscription thing that started then, where they basically wanted me to subscribe, and I'm like, wait, hold on, I could have sworn the reason why I brought the stuff at the computer store to install all that so I can permanently have it. You get what I'm saying? So after that, I said, no, fuck that shit. And then, of course, I found Clip Studio Paint, and I found Sketchbook Pro, and those were my mains until, Apple released Procreate. And now I use Procreate over anything else when I need to get work done. And some people are like, oh, what if you need to edit photos or whatever and stuff like that? I just do the shit in Photoshop. I mean, not Photoshop, but in Procreate, and just try my best there. That's exactly what I do. I just try my best with what I got, and it is what it is. But since I'm not like some professional artist who uses it, uses this to sell or whatever, I can kind of get away with, not being it, you know what I mean? Like, not being able to use it or whatever for those kind of purposes, because I'm just doing it for fun nowadays, because of course, y'all already know YouTube and art is not my full-time job or anything. So I might get somebody to buy artwork every once in a while, and I might get I get a little sum from YouTube, but definitely not enough to be like, oh yeah, let me drop some subscription on Adobe. Hell no. Now I'm hearing Adobe is getting sued by the federal government for anti-consumer practices, which, yeah, it kind of does make sense, because when you're trying to cancel this thing, cancel the subscription or whatever, they give you the runaround, and people ain't got time for that bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have time to be playing that kind of game. You know, that's how I look at it. And they keep you on the phone forever, and then they want to make it hard for you to unsubscribe. It's kind of like when you go to the gym, right? I know some of y'all went to the gym before, and you know how you do the membership and then you want to back out, and then they want to try to give you the runaround and still try to charge you, even though you told them, hey, no, I'm not coming back to that gym or whatever. And I feel like no company should keep a person there. I don't care that you need money. If I told you I'm canceling. Or what I do is my bank. I call it my bank, and if y'all continue to pull out money, I will accuse you of stealing, and you will have to refund me my money back. I tell my bank that. I said, no, I do not give them permission, because I canceled months ago and they're still pulling money out, and I get my money back like that. Because you're not going to tell me that, oh, I can't back out. Who can? And then you think I'm supposed to still, when I cancel, you think I'm still supposed to pay some kind of fee because your program costs $1,000-something. No, sirree Bob. No, sirree Bob, because you made us do subscriptions. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, you should let people pick whatever program they need and then call it a day. That's why I love Procreate. That's why I love Clip Studio Paint. I selected what I wanted that one time, and then that's it. I don't have to upgrade nothing. I don't have to update anything, and my programs still work to this day how I want them to. You know what I'm saying? And even if I wasn't using them, there are other free art programs just as capable or whatever. It's just the industry standard for Procreate to be, not Procreate, but Adobe Collection to be used over anything. And that's understandable, but not at the cost of, anti-consumer challenges, or making it where you're making it hard to cancel the service or whatever. If I don't want this crap no more, I don't want it. And I don't think it's right to force me to keep it, or go around, I call in to cancel the stuff. Y'all over here trying to be like, oh, let's go around all of this stuff or whatever to make it difficult for me to cancel. Because like I said, I have other ways of doing it. I'll make sure you ain't going to pull out of my account, because I'm just going to accuse you of stealing that at the bank. Yeah. Did you give them permission, Mr. Maddox? No. Sure didn't. Sure didn't. So, it is kind of crazy what Adobe's doing. And Adobe's burning their goodwill really quick with people. Like, people are like fucking pissed off at Adobe. And I can't blame them. I really can't blame them. Like, why would y'all think that it's okay to do what y'all think is okay to people? Like, it's not cool. It's not funny. That's how I look at it. But that's just my personal opinion on the whole situation. You burnt goodwill with the subscription model. Then you're talking about this AI programming eating up people's thing and saying that you kind of agreed to it. Well, no, I didn't really agree to it. You wouldn't let me continue to use my programming if I didn't agree to something. And like Clownfish and them brought up, there are people who are working on projects that are NDA that they can't discuss or whatever. And y'all think that y'all can go inside their computers and look at whatever. That's how hacking starts. That's why certain companies got their stuff thing, because of that kind of notion of, oh, we're allowed to check your computer to go in and, I don't know, like, look through your information to scrape data or whatever, and then, oh, well, we offer the cloud to put your information on or whatever. No, you shouldn't have control of what I decide to show on my computer or not. You shouldn't have the right to look at any of my files, just like you shouldn't have any rights to use my artwork for recreational things. Yeah, just because I'm using your program, that don't mean I agreed for you to use it how you see fit. You know what I'm saying? Where you can make money off of it, but I can't make money off of it. No, that's not how that works. And then you're doing this whole crap with the AI thing. I just think that's wrong. I think it's absolutely wrong, and I think it's gonna mess up Adobe in the long run. I mean, well, it is, because it's kind of, you got sued by the federal government, and people right now are like being turned off by Adobe. They don't trust Adobe right now, and I can't blame them for not trusting Adobe. This shit is ridiculous, honestly. It is damn near downright anti-consumer, anti-ethical for you to ask people to subscribe to something. Then if they don't want to do it, you kind of force them to, and then you put little terms and agreements that they never really agreed to. But you will say that, well, technically you clicked OK with the terms and services. Yeah, because you want to allow me to gather, because you decided, oh, now it's the time to update the system or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So technically, if I backed out, I wouldn't have been able to access the stuff that I am currently subscribed to. So that doesn't make any sense. I don't know, Adobe. It looks like it might be. Well, I'm not gonna say it's over for you guys, but you might have just killed yourself with getting constant support or whatever. Because, like I said, there's other platforms, there's other competition out there. So you still doing nonsense like this, all it's doing is proving people like, hey, I don't need this shit. Honestly, I really don't. I don't need this crap at all. I can figure this out on my own. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Oh wait, I can go whatchamacallit here, because I already missed the train. So haha, lucky me. But yeah, the whole Adobe thing. What do you guys think? Are you guys using Adobe? Do you agree with the terms and services that they're talking about? Have any of you guys tried Adobe Collection, or are you guys also using other programs? Like I told you, mine's is Procreate, Clip Studio Paint, and Sketchbook Pro. So if you guys want to know, those are the programs that I'm using right now. So you guys tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.